Hi there and welcome. I'm gonna show you something very special. This is the Atari VCS, the real thing. I'm gonna plug it in. I'm gonna show you it works. I'm also gonna show you my game Guntech running on it. So let's get started. The Atari VCS, this right here. This is a dev kit. It's not the actual final device, the retail device that you're going to be receiving, but it's about the same shape and size, I assume, and the internals of this device, so I'm told, are the same as what you're going to have in the retail kit that you receive hopefully soon. So I've only had this device for a few days, and I am pretty new to this. But so far I've been able to get my game Guntek to run on the VCS. That was pretty easy. I think it took like maybe 4 hours to actually get it compiled and running. It's basically, essentially, it's a Linux PC disguised as a game console, so it's very easy to develop for. Let's connect this thing. You have an HDMI connection and power source. Let me take this here. Okay, so here's what we gonna do. I had to dim the lights to, eliminate some of the reflection from the screen. So let's turn this thing on. You have this pretty cool retro Atari thing coming up, right? There we go. So this is what it looks like when it boots up. Okay, so this is what you see when it first boots up. I suppose this is where all your apps are going to be. I don't have any other apps than the Atari Vault that comes with it. Okay, so the one final thing I wanted to show is Guntek, my game. So the way you program VCS is you connect to the device. You can use Unity, which is what I'm using to actually build the thing on my Mac here. Then I connect to the device over SSH and copy it over and launch it remotely, and then I get all the debugging information on the Mac, which is pretty convenient. So here we go. Let's connect. Then we launch the game. And there it comes. Alright. I did not write support for the Atari joystick yet, so I'm having to use the PlayStation controller here. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so this is the ship we'll be flying. Let's launch. First level is just to show you can fly your ship, essentially. And I leveled up. Okay, the second level you get a little more flying around. Still no shooting. Shooting kind of starts after your first level of flying. So I'm trying to make the game as easy to get into as possible, knowing that modern audiences are not necessarily familiar with games like this. You shoot these little boxes and you get some coins. And then you can use these coins to upgrade your ship, buy new weapons, whatever you want. There's plenty of things to buy in the store. So as you can see, as I'm playing, all the log from the device appears here on the Mac. So they made the process of developing and debugging and profiling pretty easy, which I do appreciate. But in my life, I've worked with a lot of different devices and game consoles, and they're not always so easy to develop for. The tutorial levels have a lot of coins to pick up, just to get you in a path of creating your ship or getting to a point where you have pretty decent setup as you enter to the first real levels. At which point there's not too many coins to collect anymore, then you have to start completing actual missions and earn rewards that way. Found this is the Alien Journal, and so this is where I'm right now. I don't have a control to actually click that and open it. It would give me some coins and give me more details of the alien we encountered. Guntek is a remake of the very first game I made some 27 years ago on Atari ST. You won't find a game called Guntech from those days because it was called Utopus. When I founded my game studio, I called it Utopus Games, so I had to change the name. I had to come up with another name for the game. Guntek was the name of a sequel to Utopus that we were working on in the 90s. And so that game was never published, unfortunately. But now I finally, 20 some years later, had a chance to revisit the subject and do the game that I always dreamed of doing back in the day. All right, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I was able to answer the questions, many questions that have been floating around the internets recently. And if you have questions, please do ask. I will make a follow-up in a few days, and I will address all your questions that time. I plan on making regular updates on the development and upcoming launch of this game on the VCS. Obviously, VCS needs to launch as well, so I cannot really give you a timeline on when this will be available. To stay up to date with Guntech, with the VCS, with everything else, please subscribe to this channel, which I just created today, so it's brand new. You will be one of the first people to subscribe. Congratulations and welcome. And stay tuned.